like it's Lohaus.
Well, Michael, right here, he tried to force the mismatch, and then once he got Presti behind him, he tries to go to the basket, and Jack comes over and does the thing that you need to do, is just don't let him make the dunk, because the fans get involved if he makes the dunk.
Sikma did commit the foul, and Jordan to the line. Michael Jordan shot 699 free throws during the regular season and hit 85% of them.
Yeah, but he struggled a little bit of late game. I wish I had a struggle like that. It was around 85%.
What did you shoot from the line?
No, there's no way you're going to get me to say that.
Paul Presti into the game, open, misses his first shot, and Craig Hodges saves the inbound pass. Jordan into the lane for Grant.
I'll tell you what, and what's starting to be interesting, these guys have played together a couple of years. Now, Grant knew where to cut, and Michael knew exactly where to find him through the middle of the paint.
8 points for Grant. Pierce with Jordan on him. The offensive foul goes against the Bucks.
Correction, Greg Anderson is second.
34 Cadillac Anderson commits his second foul. 1:45 to play, first quarter. Cartwright had the good move, didn't get it to roll. Cartwright again.
That's his shot. He can shoot that one pretty well. If Cartwright has been able to get to the basket, he's been a little frustrated offensively, and the Bucks have done a good job keeping Sikma.
Presti inside, Grant with the block. Here comes Hodges. And the foul outside before the Bucks recover the ball.
Milwaukee, personal foul, 22, Ricky Pierce.
Ricky Pierce commits the foul. Here's the play at the other end.
Well, you just see Horace Grant just does a good job. Craig Hodges did the smart thing to do. There's a height advantage that accrues to the Bucks with Presti and Hodges, and what Grant did wisely was come over and help out on the defensive end, but Hodges forced him inside so he could get that help.
Charles Davis, number 22, into the game for Chicago.
Charles brings a little more offense in. The Bulls are not exactly searching for that.
Jordan works for a shot. And Lohaus with the rebound. Presti looking down low. Anderson breaks free. Grant misses.
Well, you see that the Bucks are getting some inside play. That's the person that I said gave it to him on Friday. You've got to have more from him, but he's got to get some contribution from Lohaus and Jack Sikma, somebody else to take the inside pressure off.
Under a minute to play now, 45 seconds to be exact, as Jordan works his way towards the baseline. Jordan has 10. The long pass down for Ricky Pierce. And Sikma open for the pop. Jordan saves. And what a pass to Davis. 3-on-2. Davis blocked by Lohaus. That's a good block by Brad Lohaus. Sikma on the baseline. Reverse. Good.
It was a great effort by Lohaus to get back defensively. Michael made an outstanding play. Not only did he save it from out of bounds and got it to Davis, but then Lohaus did a good job on the defensive end.
Down to the last 10 seconds of the first quarter. And Presti has Jordan. Hodges gets it off. Back rim, no. Loose ball, and that'll do it.
At the end of the first quarter,
The fans are happy. It has been all Bulls in the first quarter here. 33-18 Chicago. We'll be back.
CBS Sports coverage of the 1990 NBA playoffs is sponsored by Castrol, engineered for today's smaller cars. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. And by Jeep and Eagle, official vehicles of the NBA.
On the shores of Lake Michigan, Chicago Bulls leading Milwaukee 33-18 as we begin the second period. And the NBA playoffs for 1990 continue here on CBS right now. Let's take you over to Andrea Joyce. Andrea.
Greg, the Bucks are concerned about letting this game get too out of hand early on. During the last few minutes of the first quarter, they told the players, they stressed to them that they've got to keep their poise offensively. And in terms of defense, they said they've got to put more bodies on people and get more physical. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Andrea. You know, Del Harris and company stuck to their game plan, and for the first half and maybe the first part of the third quarter on Friday night, it worked, and every time the Bulls opened up a large lead, the Bucks crept back in.
Yeah, well, one of the things that happens, I think, and Del Harris has told his club to keep his poise for that very reason, because there's a chance that they can get back into the game. But I thought the Bulls showed some great composure themselves. They were 63%, 15 for 24 from the field, so they've taken the kind of shots they wanted to get as well.
In the great tradition of NBA bangers down low, number 45, Ed Nealy, has come into the lineup for the Chicago Bulls.
And I think that's a significant point, because Nealy was in the game when the Bulls took their lead before. He's just a very aggressive player, the only banger that's really on the team.
Pressey working hard on the baseline, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. There is Ed Nealy in his 6th season out of Kansas State. He fills that enforcer role quite well.
Let's put it this way. One of Ed Nealy's chores, I'm sure, is they tell him, don't take any fouls home with you. Ed would get more than his share of fouls, but he gives a physical presence that the Bulls are going to need. Now, they needed it in the game on Friday. They're going to seriously need, assuming that the Bulls go to the next series, they've got to have it there, too, because it becomes more physical the closer you get to the championship.
Nealy goes 6'7", 240. Del Harris says of the 5 games played between these two teams this year, Ed Nealy was a significant factor in at least 3 of them. And
again, it's just the physical presence that the Bulls have and the Bucks don't seem to get, because they've lost Larry Krystkowiak due to injury.
Hodges three-pointer. Craig Hodges, specialist from three-point land. Lohaus on the give and go with Pierce, and Pierce will go to the line.
And who fouled him? Mr. Nealy. Mr. Nealy got over and protect the basket, and that's what Ed Nealy is there for. See, the Bulls don't really have a shot blocker per se, and you know, Stacey King has come along in time, but Ed Nealy gets in and he controls the paint area by just being aggressive, and you've got to control the paint on the offensive end by getting easy hoop. On the defensive ends, you don't let anybody go to that basket without letting them know if you come in the middle, you're going to get tapped, and you will remember that.
Quinn, you and I watched Ed Nealy working out yesterday afternoon with the weights, and his little regimen is something to behold.
I mean, he spent, you know, just before practice, he was there a solid 40, 45 minutes bulking up that body like it needs some help.
Ricky Pierce hits them both. The Bulls' lead is 36-22. Robertson now with Pippen going down low. And that's who they find on the far side. King into the lane. Around and out of bounds, belongs to Milwaukee.
Stacey King played big in the game on Friday. He's nice inside. Comes to his left quite a bit, so I think that's something that the Bucks will have to work on. Just force him to his right. But he played a good game, I thought, inside for the Bucks.
9 points, 9 boards on Friday night. The rookie out of Oklahoma. Pierce trying to fight his way through it. Doesn't work. And on the baseline now, Lohaus with the drive. And you won't see Lohaus do that much. He usually prefers to take the shot from long range. Under 10 and a half to play now. First